Okay, so good morning everyone. Naririnig po ako? Naririnig po
Opo,
ako?
rinig po kayo.
Opo.
Okay, good. So, this is our session 2 ng jumpstart sa mathematics. Hopefully last time ay naging helpful yung ating lesson. Nasagutan nyo yung module 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? For this session naman, we'll be having 3 topics, which is the multiplication of fraction, division of fraction, and changing fraction to decimal and vice versa. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay, so session still we are on fractions. Okay, so when we are dealing with multiplication and division of fraction, to multiply fraction, find the product of the numerators and denominators, then simplify the result. To divide, change the mixed number to improper fraction if necessary. Copy the dividend, then get the reciprocal of the denominator, then proceed to multiplication. Pero that's the very basic of multiplication and division. Ang gagawin natin, paano ba natin mas mapapadali yung multiplication and division ng fraction? Let's start first with multiplication of fraction. So the easiest way para mas madali nating na ma-deal ang multiplication, di ba? Mahirap kasi na mag-multiply at pagdating sa dulo ay simplify natin, lalo-lalo na kung lalabas ay malaking number. But it will be easier for you to get the product at its simplest form. Kung sa simula pa lang ay gagawin na nating simplest form ang given. In this case, kung mapapansin natin, we have 2/8 times 2/8. Tandaan, we can use the process of cancellation. Pag sinabi natin cancellation, we can reduce numbers into its lowest term using the greatest common factor. Pwede siya, tandaan natin, pwede siyang vertical, pwede siyang vertical or diagonal. Pero hindi siya pwede ng horizontal. Ano ibig sabihin ko? Pwede kong i-lowest term yung 2 at 8 ng patayo, yung 2 at 8 din. Pwede rin pahalang, which is 2 at 8 and 2 at 8. Pero hindi ko pwedeng i-lowest term yung 2 at 2 na sila yung pagsasamahin ko. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, try muna natin. Let's start first. Ang very basic dyan ay try mo muna siyang i-lowest term ng patayo, which is vertical. We have the 2/8. What can divide 2 and 8 at the same time? Any idea? What number can divide 2 and 8? Sige nga po. What number can divide 2 and 8? Sige po, pwede kayo sumagot. Ano number ang makakapag-divide sa 2 at 8? Or greatest common factor between 2 and 8? People?
2 po.
2. So, pwede natin i-divide ang dalawang ito ng 2. So, that's 2 divided by 2. That will be 1. And 8 divided by 2. That will be 4. Diba? It goes the same way with the other one. They can be simplified into 1/4 also. Pero kapag na-try na natin yung patayo, pwede natin i-try siya ng pahalang, padiagonal, which is 1 at 4 at 1 at 4. I think 1 is in its lowest term, pinakamababa na siya. So wala nang factor yon. So in that case, diretso na lang tayo sa multiplication. Ang multiplication natin, numerator to numerator, then denominator to denominator. So that's 1 times 1, that will be 1. Then 4 times 4, that will be 16. And 116, kung ito ay on its, pag nakuha na natin, ay on its proper fraction ang form niya, ibig sabihin, kung nagawa natin ng tama yung cancellation, ibig sabihin lowest term na to. Okay? Pero pag ang lumabas ay improper fraction, i-change lang natin siya into mixed form, then that's it. Okay? So, in this case, 1/6, since nagawa natin ng tama yung cancellation, the final answer is 160. Okay? Let's have another one para makuha pa natin. Okay? Let's have this 4/66 and 8/12. So anong makapag-divide sa 4 at 6? Let's start muna tayo with patayo. Any idea? What can divide 4 and 6? Sige, sagot tayo. Ano number ang pwede mag-divide sa 4 and 6?
2 po.
2. 4 divide by 4. Pwede nyo buksan ang inyong mic para sa magkatayo. 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. Sagot tayo.
2 po.
2. Then 6 divided by 2.
3 po.
That will be 3. 2/3, lowest term na yan. Kasi wala nang pwede mag-divide sa 2 at 3. Diba? Punta tayo sa kabila, which is yung 8 and 12. What can divide 8 and 12 at the same time?
4 po.
4. So that's 8 divided by 4. That will be 2. Then 12 divided by 4. That will be 3. Okay? So after nagawa natin ang vertical, sabi ko nga sa inyo, test niyo siya ng diagonal. We have 2 and 3, which is wala nang pwede mag-divide. At saka yung 2 and 3, at the same time, so wala na rin pwede mag-divide. So proceed na tayo with the multiplication process. That's 2 times 2. 2 times 2.
4 po.
Then 3 times 3.
9 po.
9. And that is in proper form. Kasi proper fraction na siya. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung naka-proper fraction na siya, naka-simplified na siya. So that's 4/9. Tapos na agad. Okay? Clear po tayo? Naintindihan? Okay. Let's move to another one. Paano naman po kapag, this should be multiplication. Okay? This also should be multiplication. Okay? Paano naman po kapag may mixed number? Tandaan natin, kapag may mixed number in multiplication, hindi siya basta susugod tayo sa multiplication. We have to change that first into improper fraction. Paano nga mag-change to improper fraction? Ano ang process natin? Sino nakatanda na last week? Ano ang process para ma-change natin into improper fraction ang mixed number? That will be anyone.
Yung denominator po ay ita-times sa whole number po. Tapos ita-plus po sa numerator.
Okay, very good. That's correct. We will multiply the denominator to its whole number, then plus yung ating pong numerator. So that's multiply, then plus. So change muna natin to. So that's 6 times 3, that will be 18, plus 4, that will be 22/6, times 1/2. Diba? 22/6 times 1/2. So in that case, ang gagawin muna natin, kung na-change na natin siya into improper fraction, try muna natin kung kaya natin siyang i-lowest term. Let's start with 22 and 6. May makakapag-divide ba sa 22 at 6? May number pa na kaya mag-divide sa 22 and 6? Any idea? Meron pang pwede mag-divide sa 22 and 6?
Meron po, sa 2 po.
Sa 2, that's correct. So 22 divided by 2, that will be 11. And 6 divided by 2, that will be 3. So we have 11/3. 11/3. Wala na siyang lowest term. Yung try natin ang 1/2, which is I think in lowest term na. So try natin ang diagonal. May makapag-divide ba sa 11 at 2? I think wala na. At yung 1/3, wala na rin. So in that case, we can now proceed to multiplication. 11 times 1, numerator to numerator, 11. Then 2 times 3, 6. So we have 11/6. Sabi ko sa inyo, if that is improper fraction, proper fraction na siya, lowest term na yun. Pero kapag improper fraction, you have to change that first into mixed number. So, mapapansin natin, this is improper fraction. Balik tayo sa idea ng paano i-change improper fraction. I-divide natin ang numerator by denominator. So, that's 11 divided by 6. May ilang 6 sa 11?
Isa lang po.
Isa. So, that is 1 times 6. That will be 6. Minus natin, that will be 5. At ito ang magiging bagong numerator natin. Then copy our denominator. So our final answer will be 1 and 5 over 6. That is in lowest term na. Here. Oh, let's move to another one. Yan. Paano kapag pareho? Pag pareho, multiply nga natin. And sino po pwede mag-change nito sa into improper fraction? What is a 2 and 6/10 in improper fraction? Tandaan, it's multiplied and add. Ano po ang magiging improper fraction niya ng 2 and 6/10?
26 po.
26 over 26 over anong denominator natin dito? That will be 10. 10. Kokopyahin lang natin yon. Okay? So that's 10 times 2. That's 20 plus 6. 26 over 10. Then the other one, change natin into improper fraction. Ano po improper fraction ng 2 and 9/8?
25/8 po.
25.
That will be 25/8. Very good. That's 25 over 8. Now, proceed tayo with cancellation. Start muna tayo ng patayo. 26 at 10. Ano makakapag-divide?
2 po.
2. So this will be 13 and this will be 5. Tama? Sa 25 at 8, meron ba? 25 at 8? May makakapag-divide ba sa 25 at 8? Meron, wala. So palagay nyo, meron o wala? Grade 7. 25 at 8. Meron ba? Wala po, meron. Sige po, try. Sagot. Meron po o wala? Wala na. Kasi ang 25 is 5 times 5, while ang 8 naman ay 2 times 2 times 2. So walang pareho sila ng factor. So in that case, try natin ang diagonal. It will be 13 and 8. Merong kayang pwede mag-divide sa 13 at 8? Sa palagay nyo? Meron ba? Grade 7. 13 at 8. Meron ba?
Wala po.
Wala.
Wala.
Very good. Sa 5 at 25.
Meron po.
Ano po?
5 po.
5. So, i-divide natin both ng 5. So, yung sinasabi ko, pwede siyang diagonal. Okay? So, that's 25 divided by 5. That will be 5. While 5 divided by 5 will be 1. Since na-try na natin yung parehong patayo at diagonal, proceed na tayo with multiplication. So, that's 13 times 5. That will be 65 over 1 times 8, that will be 8. Kung mapapansin natin, this is improper fraction. So you have to change that into a mixed number. That will be 65 divided by 8. May ilang 8 sa 65? May ilang 8 sa 65?
8 po.
That will be 8. That's correct. That will be 8 times 8, 64. So, minus natin. So, 65 minus 64, that will be 1. This will be our new numerator. That's 1. Then copy our denominator. So, our final answer will be 8 and 1, 8. Yeah. Clear? Okay po. Last one for the multiplication. Paano po kapag mixed number na, basta may whole number lang? Ano kaya mangyayari dito? So let's change first our mixed number into improper fraction. Sige nga, change nyo nga po into improper fraction. Excuse me. Diba? It's multiply then add. So what will be its improper fraction?
22/6 po.
That's correct. 22/6 kasi 6 times 3 is 18 plus 4, 22/6. That's correct. Paano natin gagawin ang ating whole number? Tandaan natin, we have to change our whole number into fraction para alam natin ang numerator at alam natin ang denominator. So to do that, all you have to do is to make that whole number our numerator while making 1 as its denominator. So magiging 3/1 siya. Okay? Ngayon, kung that's the case, that we have 22/6 and 3/1, sa 22 at 6 may makakapag-divide. Sa 22 at 6 may makakapag-divide.
Meron po.
2. That's correct. So this will be 22 divided by 2, that is 11. Then we have 6 divided by 2, that will be 3. Yung 3 at 1, I think wala na. Yung 11 at 1, wala na rin. Pero yung 3 at 3, pwede. This can be divided by 3. So this will be 3 divided by 3, that will be 1. And 3 divided by 3, that will also be 1. Then since nagawa na natin ang vertical at diagonal, proceed to multiplication. 11 times 1, 11. Then 1 times 1, 1. So what will be our final answer? 11/1.
11 po.
That will simply 11. Diba? Kapag ang denominator natin ay 1, katulad po dito, pwede natin siyang i-change into whole number, which is katulad yung 3/1, pwede siya, ibig sabihin niya 3. So ang 11/1 ay 11. Clear? Liwanag po? Let's go with division. Pag sinabi natin division, halos katulad lang siya ng multiplication. But the difference lie on the second process. Bago ka mag-multiply, ay babalik ta rin muna natin ang ating pong divisor. Okay. In that case, yung second fraction natin. So, this will be 2/8. So, ibig sabihin po niyan ay 2/5 times 8/2. Kailangan natin baliktarin ang ating pong divisor. Okay? 8/2, sorry. Bakit na pagkasulat ko? This will be 2. Okay? That will be 8/2. Then, diretso tayo sa multiplication. 2 at 5, wala. 8 at saka 2, this can be divided by 4. Diba? By 2 pala. So, this will be 4. And this will be 1. Try natin itong pahalang, diagonal. 2 divided by 1, wala na. At 4 at 5. So, ang sunod natin dyan ay multiply na lang natin. 2 times 4, that will be 8. Then 5 times 1, that will be 5. So, we have 8 5s. So, i-divide natin ang 8 by 5. May isang 5 sa 8. So, that will be 3. So, that will be 1 and 3/5. That will be our final answer. Again, ulitin ko lang yung process. You have to find the reciprocal of our divisor. Our divisor is 2/8. So babalik na rin natin yung 2/8. That will be 8/2. Then proceed to multiplication. Okay? Clear po tayo doon? Okay. Let's try another one. Yan. So, this will be, ano magiging bagong process nito? That will be 3/4 times
6.5 po.
correct. That's 3/4 times 6/5 or 6/5. Then proceed tayo with cancellation. Yung 3 and 4 wala. Yung 6 at saka 5 wala na pwede mag-divide. Yung 3 at 5 wala rin. Pero yung 6 at 4 pwede. Ano makapag-divide sa 6 at 4?
2 po.
2. So this will be 3 at 2. Then, kung nagawa na natin yun, patayo, pa-diagonal, proceed tayo with multiplication. 3 times 3,
9,
then 2 times 5,
10 po.
10. And since this is proper fraction, yan na po ang sagot natin. 9, 10. Yan lang po kabilis. Okay? Let's have another one. Yan. So dito, change muna natin to into improper fraction. Improper fraction. What will be our improper fraction now? Yung 3 and 4, 6.
22/6.
That's 22/6. That's correct. Very good. Then, babalik ta rin natin and divide 2 times. That will be 12/5. Okay? May makakapag-divide pa sa 22 at 6?
Meron po.
Ano po?
2 po.
2. So divide natin. This will be 11 and 3. Yung 12 at 5 meron? Wala. Yung 11 at 5? Meron?
Wala po.
Wala. Eh yung 12 at 3?
Meron po.
Ano po?
4 po.
Po.
3
Ano
po.
3. So, kapag dinivide natin yung 12, magiging ng 3 na magiging 4. Then yung 3 magiging 1.
1.
Then proceed tayo with multiplication. 11 times 4, 44. Then 1 times 5 is 5. Then divide natin since this is improper fraction. 44 divided by 5. Ilang 5 ang meron sa 44?
Po.
May ilan? May ilan? That will be 8. Kasi that will be 40. Diba? So minus natin 4. That will be 4/5. So our final answer is 8 and 4/5. Okay? Let's have the let's have this last one for division. So let's change that first into improper fraction. Pareho muna. Pareho muna natin papalitan, ha? Okay. 3 times 10.
36/10 po.
That will be 36/10. That's correct. Divide muna ang gagawin ko, ha? We have to change that first into improper fraction. What is the improper fraction of the other mixed number?
26/8 po.
26, 36/8. That is 36/8. Kasi that's 8 times 4. No, 34. That's 8 times 4, 32. Plus 2, 34. Diba? 34 lang, hindi 36. Okay? That will be 34. Okay? Since na-change na natin siya, proceed tayo ngayon sa ginagawa natin, nababalik rin natin. That's 36 over 10 divided by, that will be now multiplication. That will be multiplication. So times 8 over 34. Okay. Babalik rin natin. So may makapag-divide ba sa 36 at 10? May makapag-divide ba? Wala po. Pareho siyang even.
Meron po.
Opo.
Ano? 2. This can be divided by 2. So this will be 18 and 5. Yung 8 at 34. May makakapag-divide ba?
Opo.
2. That will be 4 at 17. Diba? So ngayon, tingnan natin. Yung 17 and 8, 18 wala na, and 4 and 5 wala na rin. So ano ang 18 times 4?
72 po.
72. Ano ang 5 times 17?
85 po.
85. Since this is improper fraction at nagawa na natin yung final, yung pagla-lowest term dito, wala na tayo nakita ang pwedeng i-lowest term, alam natin na kahit malaki pa yan, alam na natin na nasa lowest term na yan. 72 over 85. Hindi na kayo kailangan mag-isip pa. That is 72 over 5 is in lowest term. Clear po tayo sa division and multiplication? Students, okay po tayo doon? Okay. Let's proceed now with the new one. Is converting fraction to decimal and vice versa. So, ibig sabihin, may given tayong fraction, kailangan natin siyang i-change sa decimal, or yung decimal, i-change natin sa fraction. Madali lang magawa siya. Let's start first with fraction to decimal. Pag fraction to decimal, ang pinakamadaling paraan dyan ay i-divide natin ang numerator by the denominator. Okay? So we have 1 divided by 8. Alam natin na hindi kaya i-divide ng 8 ang 1. So we have to lagyan muna natin na hanggang 2. Okay? Hanggang 2. Kung kailangan natin magdagdag sa dulo, saka na lang tayo magdadagdag. So ngayon, tandaan natin in division, okay, of decimal, kailangan lagyan agad natin ng decimal point sa taas katapat. Ngayon, yung 1, hindi siya pwede, so gagawin natin siyang 10. May ilang 8 sa 10? Isa. So ilalagay natin kung since 10 ang ginamit natin, doon sa pinakadulo niya, tumapat doon sa 0, so doon tayo maglalagay ng 1. So that will be 10 minus 8. That will be 2. Then bring down the next one. That will be 20. May ilang 8 sa 20?
2 po.
2. So that will be 16. Minus natin. So 4. Meron pa. So pwede try nating magdagdag pa ng isa. Okay? So if that is 4, that will be 40. May ilang 8 sa 40? May ilang 8 sa 40? 5. So that is 8 times 5, 40. Natapos. So ibig sabihin, our final answer is 0.125. Hanggang ilan po ang pwede kong ilagay na 0? Pero technically naman, wala naman limit yan. Pero alam nga naman mag-divide tayo na mag-divide. Ang pinaka-final natin ay pwede kayong maglagay hanggang 4 na 0. At ibig sabihin, makakuha tayo ng 4 na decimal places. Pero the final answer, pwede natin i-convert into 3 decimal places by rounding off. Okay? Alam nyo naman siguro ang rule ng rounding off. Diba? Pag 5 pataas, yung katabi, that will be add 1 to the next number. Pero kapag 4 pababa, edi i-retain natin. Let's have another one. 12 over 36. Sabi, sir, malaki na po agad yung 12 at 36. So ang gawin muna natin, i-lowest term muna natin. Pinakamadali, i-lowest term muna natin. So paano nga yung lowest term natin dati? 12, 36. Ano makapag-divide sa 12 at 36? Na number?
2 po.
2. Gawin muna natin yon. So 12 divided by 2, 6. 18 divided by 2, 36 divided by 2, that will be 18. That's 16 and 18. Meron pa ba?
3 po.
Pwede natin i-3. Diba? So we have 6 divided by 3, 2. 18 divided by 3, that will be 6. Meron pa ba?
2 po.
2. Diba? 2 divided by 2, 1. 6 divided by 2, 3. Meron pa ba?
Hanap po.
Wala
Wala
na.
na.
Ibig sabihin, we have 1/3. Diba? Ibig sabihin, mas madali na yung division natin mamaya kapag nag-divide tayo. Kaysa ang gawin natin, i-divide natin siya na ang divisor ay 36, medyo malalaki-laking number yon, mas madaling i-treat yung 1/3. Diba? Now, let's divide 1 divided by 3. Diba? So, 1 divided by 3, maglagay tayo ng dalawa mo ng 0. Hindi pwede yung 1, hindi na divide ang 1 by 3. So, gagamitin natin ay 10. 10, may ilang 3 sa 10? May ilang 3 sa 10? 3. So, that will be 9. Baba natin, that will be 10. Ay, 10 na naman. So, 3 ulit. That will be 9 ulit. Lagay ulit tayo. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, hanggang 4 tayo. Diba? 10 minus 3, that will be 1. 10, that will be 3 again. That will be 9. Bas magiging 10 ulit. That will be 3 again. So, mapapansin nyo, this is repeating paulit-ulit. Diba? Kapag diyan paulit-ulit na, ang tamang pagsusulat niyan ay 0. Anong number yung naulit na naulit?
3 po.
30.
Pwedeng 33, pwedeng 3. Kung pwede mo siyang tingnan na paulit-ulit yung 33 or paulit-ulit yung 3. So pwede natin siyang isulat as 3 bar, lalagyan natin ng bar sa taas, or pwede rin namang 0.33 bar. Pareho lang yan. Kasi paulit-ulit lang yung 3. Okay? So, kailangan natin lagyan ng bar. Kasi mamaya makikita nyo anong pinagkaiba ng 0.33 bar sa 0.33 lang. Okay? Magkaiba yun. Okay? So, nakuha po yung paglagay, pag-repeating. Kung saang number na ulit, doon ka maglalagay yung bar. Example, ang nakuha mo ay 0.366666. Diba? Nakita mo paulit-ulit yung 6. So kapag sinulat natin siya, it will be 0.36, pero ang bar lang natin ay sa 6. Hindi mo lalagyan yung 3. Clear po? Maliwanag po?
Opo.
Opo. Yan. Let's go with another one. Yan. Paano po pag may whole number? Pag may whole number, kalimutan nyo muna pansamantala yung whole number. Proceed muna tayo with our fraction. So, lowest term natin yung fraction. Kasi 1524, ang hirap na naman yung i-divide. Kasi 24. Lowest term muna natin, baka meron. Ano makapag-divide sa 15 at 24?
3 po.
3. So, this will be 5. At saka po, 8. Meron pa ba sa 5 at 8? I think wala na. So, mas madali nang i-solve ang 2 and 5/8. Iisa naman kasi yan. Diba? Mas madaling i-divide yan. So, punta tayo sa 5/8. That will be 5 divided by 8. Hindi ko pwedeng i-divide ang 8, ang 5 ng 8. So, dagdag ako muna ng 2 0. 50? 50. May ilang 8 sa 50? Palagay nyo, may ilang 8 sa 50?
6 po.
6. That will be 48. Diba? Then divide natin, minus natin, that will be 20. May ilang 8 sa 20?
2 po.
2. So that will be 16. Diba? 2 times 8, 16. So may 4. Maglagay muna tayo ng isa pa. So that will be 40. So, may ilang 8 sa 40?
5 po.
5. Natapos. So this is terminating. Pag natatapos, ang tawag doon terminating fraction, decimal. So that's 0.625. Saan ko po ilalagay yung 2 na whole number? Susulat mo muna yon. That's 2.625. Okay? Yung whole number, ilalagay natin before our decimal point. Okay? 2.625. So this is our final answer. Kuha po? Clear?
Opo.
Okay. Paano po pag pareho? Paano sagot natin? Change natin. 12 over 12. 12 over 12 will become?
1 po.
1 lang yan. Tapos na yan. Tapos agad yan. Okay? Now, let's proceed naman kapag binaliktad natin. Paano po pag decimal? Pag decimal, bas gagawin natin fraction. Tandaan natin, balikan natin yung idea ng decimal. Okay? Let's start muna with 0 ang ating whole number at decimal number. So, tandaan natin mga decimal places. Ang mga decimal places after the point is tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. So, kailangan malaman kung nasaan yung pinakadulong number. Okay? In this case, our decimal is 0.2. Ang pinakadulong number natin ay 2. Anong place value ng 2? Nasa? Anong place value?
Tens.
Tenths. From the word tenths, ibig sabihin niya, 10 ang ilalim niya. Okay? Then, kukopihin mo lang yung number after the decimal point. So, that will be 2. 2 over 10. Then, lowest term. Ano lowest term ng 2 over 10? Ano makakapag-divide sa kanila? 2 at 10? This can be both divisible by 2. So this will be 1 and 5. So this is 1/5. As simple as that. Tapos agad tayo. Okay, again, inulit natin, alamin mo kung ano yung decimal point ng pinakahuling number. Siya masasabi kung ano yung magiging denominator mo. Then, pag nagawa mo yung denominator, i-lowest term mo, and that's the final answer. Okay? Let's have another one. 0.45. Ano yung dulong number natin?
5 po.
Ano yung place value ng 5?
Hundreds po.
100.
Hundreds. Ibig sabihin, ang magiging denominator nito ay 100. 100. Then, kukopihin mo lang yon. 45. Diba? Then, lowest term. Diba? 45 at saka po 100. Ano makapag-divide sa 45 at 100?
5 po.
5. So 45 divided by 5, that will be 9. Then 100 divided by 5 is 20. Meron bang makapag-divide pa sa 9 and 20?
Wala na po.
Wala na. So the final answer is 9 over 20. Tapos. Ganun po kabilis. Okay? Let's have the next one. 2.6. Diba? 2 and 6 tenths. Anong pinakadulong number natin?
6 po.
6. Nasa anong place value ang 6?
Tens po.
Tenths.
Tenths. So that will be 6 over 10. Paano po yung 2 sa unahan? That will be our whole number. Ito. So that will be 2 and 6/10. I-lowest term natin ang 6/10. Ano makapag-divide sa 6 sa 10?
2 po.
That will be 2. So 6 divided by 2, that will be 3. 10 divided by 2, that's 5. May makakapag-divide pa ba sa 3 at 5?
Wala na po.
Wala na. So that will be 2, kopyahin mo yung whole number, 3/5. Pause. Clear?
Opo.
Po. Last one. 3 and 0.25. 3 and 25 hundredths. Anong pinakadulong number natin?
5 po.
Anong place
100.
ba? That will be 100. So alam mo na agad na 100 yung ilalim. Kopyahin mo yung decimal. So that will be 25. Then kopyahin mo yung whole number which is 3 sa unahan. So lowest term lang natin yung 25 at saka 100. Ano makapag-divide sa 25 at 100?
5 po.
5. So that's 25 divided by 5. 5. 23 divided by 5 is 20. Meron pa ba makapag-divide sa 5 at 20?
5 po.
5 ulit. So that will be 5 divided by 5, 1. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Ang 1 at 4, meron pa?
Wala na po.
Wala na. So that is 1/4. Diba? Then kopyahin mo lang yung whole number. So that will be 3 and 1/4. Tapos na po tayo dyan. Maliwanag po?
Opo.
Opo.
Okay. So hopefully, naintindihan po natin yung ating pong mga multiplication, division, and changing fraction to decimal and decimal to fraction. Okay? So, ang sasagutan po natin ay yung ating pong module 8 at saka po 9. Module 8 at 9. But before that, can you open your camera? Let's have a picture. Muna tayo. Alright. Salamat sa pag-attend. Others, Remer, Hazel, Aryan, and Adora. Kung makakapagbukas tayo ng picture ng ngayon. Meron pa ba makakapagbukas? Yan. Ready? Picture tayo. Hazel, Remer, and Adora. Wala na. So, 1, 2, 3, right? Okay po. Thank you very much po. Bye-bye po.
Salamat din po.
Thank you po.